welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. In today's video, I bring you my monthly try-on haul. Here's my box. Let's look into it. This month's box theme is sweet treats. You know, we are in a full spring effect, so I can see the pastel colors. Why the pastel colors? So I got this look out of it. It was interesting. I'm gonna say I had a lot of fun, but it was interesting. You should watch it. I have a total of 4 products this month. So if you would like to see what I got and how I got this look, keep watching. Also want to remind you that this is a base box. You would purchase this box for $25 a month. It is a subscription. I have been subscribed to it for quite a while, and I always have a lot of fun recording these videos. If you have a BoxyCharm subscription as well, let's talk down in the comments below and see what we got, and if you liked it or didn't like it, if you had heard about this brand or that brand, yeah, let me know. And if not, and you are subscribed to a different box or something that is similar to this BoxyCharm concept, which is beauty products, a subscription, please let me know. I would love to try new ones. I don't know of too many. I obviously know of other popular ones, but they haven't really worked out for me in the past. So I'm intrigued to know if there's some like indie ones, smaller ones, or just some that I've never heard of. So let's get into the video. All right, so I'm looking like this because the first product is a skincare product. This is the Earth Harbor Naturals Aurora Superfood Luminance Ampule. So it's like a concentrated treatment, and it goes right after toner and before moisturizer. I've actually applied moisturizer already because on accident thought this went after moisturizer. So I'm gonna apply this. And then I'm gonna apply the moisturizer. So it's the bottle, it looks like this. It's like a little, it feels like an oil, and it is made with sea greens and cannabis sativa hemp. So, you know, all the cannabis stuff is very popular, but it's meant to energize and soothe skin while really revealing dewy luminance. So I'll apply this and then my moisturizer. It does smell very herbally, but it feels so nice. It doesn't feel like super oily, and it doesn't feel like too tight. Sometimes some products you apply feel like tight on the skin. This feels really nice. Done applying the ampule. I haven't heard of this brand before, never. So I don't really know what their main thing is. This product retails for $32, which is pretty common for something like this. It's not high-end, and then it's not super affordable, but if it works really well, I would pay for something like this. Now I am going to start my makeup. I'm not putting on SPF because it's actually nighttime right now. I don't have any plans to go anywhere and won't see sunlight for a good amount of hours. So next I'm going to go in with my primer. I'm going to be doing my makeup, and then I'll come back for the next product. Okay, for our next product, we have a NATASHA DENONA eyeshadow palette. This is the Jubilee eyeshadow palette. If you remember, the November box had a NATASHA DENONA palette. I was very excited because if you guys remember, NATASHA DENONA is expensive high-end makeup. So I was very excited, and I'm very excited again that we get a palette. This one is very fun. Very different from the other one. The other one was more neutral colors. This one has 2 neutral colors, which I'm happy, but then these are like, they're pretty bright or intense. And this one retails for $48. So the price of the box is already covered here. It says it's a special edition palette created exclusively for BoxyCharm. 5 colorful, ultra pigmented shades that bring together a combination of celebration and balance between bold and pastel tones. And it goes on to describe NATASHA DENONA eyeshadows. So I'm gonna try, since it has so many 3 like intense shadows, I'm gonna try to keep it it's gonna be like a bolder look, but I'm gonna try to make them all work together. So thankfully they have like a neutral shade, this one right here. It's a Vintage Taupe, that's what the name of the shade is. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on my crease. So far applying very nicely. Color is going in very blendable. I didn't apply anything to prime my eyelids, just a little bit of my foundation. I was gonna do like a little bit more of my complexion, like concealer and baking, but I remember that some of these shadows were intense, so I decided to just do my foundation for now. In case I have any fallout, I can clean it up, even maybe like wipe away my foundation, and it won't hurt having to start a couple of the steps over again. So this is fun that they created this exclusively for BoxyCharm, so that means it's not for sale at the retailers. One of my favorite things about BoxyCharm is that I get to try brands that I haven't heard about or expensive brands, and in this case you have seen it. The Ampoule I've never tried that brand, and then I get to try NATASHA DENONA, which I have never purchased myself with my own money because of the same thing, that it's quite pricey makeup. Okay, so that's my crease shade. Now with a smaller brush, something like this, I'm gonna go in with the next shade. This one is called Intense right here. I feel like this is not the most intense shade of the palette, but you know. This one's just gonna go very lightly right here, right beneath the crease, just to give it some definition. I'm gonna blend both shades together, and I feel like I need like an outer shade, but I don't know which one to use. I think what I'm gonna do is just use the first shade, which was Vintage Taupe, for the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna grab the brush that had that pink shade, Intense, and just keep blending a little bit. Back with the crease shade, just to blend out, and also for the outer edges. That last brush was not, this one right here wasn't giving me good application for the outer corner shade, so I'm gonna try this one. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And I'm actually, because of the shades being so intense, I'm not gonna put anything in the inner corner and center. What I am gonna do is brighten that area a little bit actually. I'm gonna apply concealer to the center of my eye. So I'm gonna, anything that got lost because of the concealer in the outer edge, I'm gonna bring it back with this one, with the outer corner brush that I was using earlier. With another flat brush, I'm just gonna apply a nude shade to set that concealer. Now we're gonna start with the intense shadows. I'm gonna go in with black because I'm gonna use this as liner actually. I don't want to use the black as my eyeshadow. I'm gonna keep it as eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is grab a angled brush, a tight angled brush, if you can see. This one's from Morphe, and I'm gonna tap into the black. The black is called Enigma. So I'm tapping into the black, and then I'm gonna just set it on my skin. Oh, it's actually like a green. I don't know, I have a ton of shades, but I don't know if you can see it. It's like a green, like an emerald green. Oh my goodness, this Don't you guys think this looked like a black? Wow, that really tricked me. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm still gonna use it as an eyeliner. We'll just see where this goes because I honestly thought that was a black. It doesn't really say what specific tone it is. So I just thought it was a black. So you want to saturate your brush when you're doing shadow liner, but as much as you can, dust off the excess, just because we want to prevent as much fallout, but you also want to keep it pigmented. Yeah, it's definitely an emerald. I was not expecting this. Oh my goodness. Well, good thing I'm not wearing this out or anything. I mean, I would wear anything out, but I'm just saying because I don't know how crazy this is gonna look. If I had known that this was an emerald and I still wanted to apply it as a shadow liner, I would have probably done a liner first, like either a blue liner, green, or even emerald, you know, something just to act as a base. I'm gonna do the other side. This is just a rough draft of my liner. I'm gonna go in and diffuse it in a minute and after I'm done with both sides. This could be totally like a fancy party shade. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty shade to wear out at night. Or even in the summer too. Summer is coming up and just makes such a nice bold summer shade. I'm gonna completely clean up my brush. And I'm only gonna use the shadow from the shadow that I already have applied to diffuse it. So I don't want the shadow to stay like this. I want it a little bit more diffused. I think I get it to be more flattering when it's diffused and it's more forgiving. If I want to add more intensity to the liner, I will be able to in a little bit once I kind of get it to the how diffused I want it. Now I'm gonna add some intensity. I dip back into the shadow. I'm gonna clean up a little bit the edges. Good thing I'm planning on applying lashes, so the lashes will cover a lot of this big liner. Okay. So I'm gonna leave the liner like it is right now. I know it might not be perfect, but I will, after the lashes, I will apply, I can apply more and retouch. So now what I'm gonna do is take the neutral shade, Vintage Taupe, and I'm going to run that on the bottom of my eyelids. I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit of the blue that went down to the lower lash line because that shade gets in everything. I don't know if you guys saw it moments ago in all over my face, like in my nose. I just cleaned it up. Okay, so I just wanted that to act kind of as a base for this shadow. This is Mint Frost. I'm gonna put that as bottom liner. That's what I was planning to create a contrast between the black and that shadow. Before I found out that this was more of an emerald. So I'm only gonna apply on the not go outside of my eye, but keep it from where my eye ends and bring it in. This is a beautiful shade. I don't know if you guys can appreciate it. Now I kind of got the bottom shadow, Mint Frost, to be kind of how I want it. So now I'm gonna go back and finish the liner. I'm gonna apply my lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so finally the lashes are on. These are magnetic lashes. I don't know if you guys remember, a couple boxes ago I had gotten them in my BoxyCharm, and I'm using them again. I'm having such a hard time getting them to stick in the edge, so just gonna let it be for now. Now I'm gonna go and fix the liner, the emerald liner, because now that the lashes are on, I can kind of see how it's gonna be looking. We're gonna leave it like this for now. I'm just gonna, the next thing I'm gonna do is add the lash shadow that I haven't used. This one is Limoncello. That one I'm actually gonna use it as a highlighter. Before I do that, I'm gonna bring in another product from the box, this month's box. This is the Creme Shop Halo Lovely Powder Highlighted Trio. So it is obviously a highlighter palette. It has kind of like darker highlighters for my complexion. Let me open it. So this is how it looks. And when you open it, you know, these shadows, these two are too dark for my complexion. This one may act like as a bronzer and a blush. This one I'm gonna put in my inner corner as my highlight. I'm gonna grab my inner corner highlight brush. Looks like this, and I'm gonna use this as a base again. And I'm gonna need a base because if you go in straight with a shadow that is shimmery, sometimes you'll be able to see too much skin through it. So that's why I'm using this as a base. And then also that shadow is gonna be intense. It looks intense, at least, the limoncello shadow. So I wanna use it just to give it a nice effect. Okay, I'm going in with limoncello now. Oh, I told you guys this might be a bolder look just because the shadows are so intense. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I might come back and tweak it a little bit towards once I finish all of my complexion. So now I'm gonna finish my complexion, all of my makeup, and I'll be back. Okay, so I applied contour bronzer. I'm gonna test out this one as bronzer, like just give a little bit the other type of bronzer just to give some illumination. I'm gonna do very little at a time because I don't know how that's gonna work out. So I'm going in with this middle shade from the Creme Shop palette that I had talked about earlier. This shadow could be a highlight for darker complexions, obviously lighter complexions, so in my case it doesn't work out as a highlighter, but I'm glad that they include it so that all kinds of complexions can use this palette. I think it's more luminous than providing bronzer, so I really like it. I think it looks very nice. I think it gives you like a overall like sun glow bronzed effect. I am gonna go in with my typical bronzer. This time around it's gonna be from Bisou, just a little bit since I already have some products layered. This just gives warmth to the skin, which is what we want after foundation and concealer. Okay, so that looks very pretty. Now I'm gonna apply a little bit of my highlight, sorry, a little bit of my blush, and then I'm gonna go in with the other shade as a blush topper from the palette, the CRÈME shop palette. This is the shadow that I'm gonna use as blush topper right here. Especially on the apple, so I'm gonna use it since it's shimmering. That looks so pretty. Pours a little bit, but it's okay. It looks pretty. So maybe from like, if I knew I was gonna be taking lots of pictures, I might not use it. But like right now that I'm not gonna go out, or if it's just like a night out with friends where you usually don't take too many pictures, like it's not a wedding or some special event where, you know, you're gonna want to keep those memories, I probably wouldn't do this because my pores are very visible. But it looks really nice. I really like it. I'm glad I was able to use those shades. Applied lower lash mascara. I'm gonna go back and get a little bit of the yellow highlight from the NATASHA DENONA palette, the shadow that I used as highlight. But this time I'm gonna actually put some mist on it to see if it intensifies the look of it. The CRÈME shop palette, I'm gonna go in with this shade, and that one I'm gonna apply on my brow bone. This CRÈME shop palette retails for $18. So that's a pretty good price point. It's not high-end price point, and the highlights are a pretty decent size, and they seem to perform very well. I really have been enjoying it, especially that they were multi-purpose. You saw me using as a bronzer, as a blush topper, the darker shades, and then the light shade as a highlighter. So now I'm gonna move on to cheeks and my nose. Highlight those areas. It is more of a yellow toned highlighter, that I have noticed that. Very pretty, but you know, in some situations you may have to skip on it because it doesn't, yellow highlighters don't always pair well with every look. Right now I have so many colors going on that I'm not even worried, and I'm not even worried about it if it looks too off, because it's for fun. If it was a special occasion, I'm going out or something, then yes, I would be very worried that it looks off. I think it looks really nice. What do you guys think? I think it brings nice, like, sun-kissed glow to the skin, and it's such a nice shimmer. It's not just a highlighter, it's like a shimmer that reflects really nicely. I'm gonna reapply a little bit of the glitter in the lower lash line. I just realized that this frosty mint shade is like creme, like a cream. It's not just a powder shadow, so maybe it'll be like a nice topper or base for like really glittery looks. Or this is a try on review, that's why I'm so surprised by a lot of these things, because I just saw it in the box to get an idea of what I was gonna be working with, but I didn't swatch anything, I didn't apply anything, so that's why this is a like first impressions kind of try on for my box, which I always do it that way. That is all I had to do for today. I think the look didn't come out as crazy as I thought it would be. It is bold, I'm not gonna deny that. You know, it's not a neutral look, but I thought it was, honestly, when I saw that emerald shade, I was very nervous. The last product in my box is a lip gloss. This is from the brand Be a Bombshell Cosmetics. It just describes it as a lip gloss formula that provides long-lasting color with high shine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply neutral lip liner and lipstick, and then top it off with the gloss. I'm trying to apply a neutral color because the color of the lip gloss looks intense. I haven't opened it. I'm about to open it right now. So this is the color now without the packaging. It looks very orange. I hope it's sheer because I don't know if I can sustain any more color. Uh-oh. You see that intensity? Dun, 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 dun. Let's apply it. Thank goodness I put on a neutral lipstick. Because if I would have put an orange, like a slightly more orange lipstick to kind of pair well, thinking that it'll pair well with the lip gloss, it might have been crazy. So I'm now gonna clean this up. Thankfully, it made it just a slightly more pink, the lipstick, the overall look. It's a nice gloss formula. It's not super like it's like a thick gloss. It looks like it's not all over the place, so it looks really nice. What do you guys think? All right, well, this is the finished look. Saw that it definitely kept me on my toes this whole time, but I did have a lot of fun recording it, like I said in the beginning. The total value of the box is $112 for the month, so amazing. You know, I paid 4 times less that amount. To go over the products, the first product that you saw me apply was the ampule, the skincare ampule. I really liked it. I don't know if that's what it was, but I feel like it made me look dewy, but not super duper dewy or like oily. I would think that the makeup was gonna be sliding all over the place, but no, it's so far I really liked how makeup applied on top of it. I'm gonna continue using it. I'm really gonna continue using it in my skincare regimen. The next product that I used from the box was the palette. I love the palette. Performed great. The shadow performance was great. This was a complete surprise. I honestly thought it was black. When I first opened the box and saw it, I thought it was black. When I was about to apply it, I thought it was black. Turned out to be the liner shadow color that you see. But it was fun. It really took me out of my comfort zone. I am, as the previous time, I'm so excited to get a NATASHA DENONA palette in this box. So yay! Totally worth the price of the box. The next product was the highlighter palette. The highlighters work really well. They give such a nice glow, each of them with their different tones. You saw me use this one as a bronzer, this one as a blush, and this one as a highlight. It worked out great, and I think it's very affordable. Totally recommend it. It also works for a number of skincare tones, so that's amazing. And the last product you guys saw me apply was the lip gloss. I love the formula. Formula is great. It is high shine, but it's very controlled. Some glosses like get all over the lips, and this one didn't. Just the shade is gonna be, it's a bold shade for a lip gloss, but I think that if you keep that in mind, it works out great. So I really enjoyed doing this. I hope that you guys also enjoy these type of reviews. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and the comments that I always receive, and the such a sweet messages I receive as well. I'll catch you guys next time.